Hey YouTube, matches 860. Smoking my Saturday, Savinelli 2nd. With some ribbon cut burley. I promised I'd give Pipe Master a shout. He's looking for a little more action on his channel. Put a link down in the vomit bucket there. Wanted to do a video response to Defiant Pipes. Who did a fantastic response to my girlfriend story. Very well done, buddy. Brought to mind a story which was from that same summer of 1972. It was probably this time of year. School was still out for the summer. I had a friend the next town over that called me one Friday or Saturday night. He says, I need a favor. I have a date with this girl tonight. At the last minute, she invited her girlfriend. She needs a date. I wasn't doing anything. And figured, what the heck, you know, spend the night out at least. So my friend picks me up. This guy was kind of a Hulk Hogan look-alike. Just huge, but really nice guy. We must have looked pretty funny standing side by side because I was a miniature Barney Fife at the time. Skinny, bony, wiry. Anyway, his date was in a town called Shrewsbury, which was 40 minutes from where we lived. Right off the bat, I figured no matter what this girl is like, I'm not into any long-distance relationships, so I pretty much had it figured this was just a night to go out and have a good time and not have to worry about anything. So, where these girls lived was right off the main drag. Bumblebee Circle. I'll never forget it, and I don't know why I remembered it after all these years, but he gets to his girlfriend's house. She comes out and she goes, drive 4 houses down or whatever, and that was this girl. And her name was Allison, believe it or not. Allison's house. Out comes Allison. Not bad looking at all. She gets in the back seat with me and we're just friggin' shooting the bull, finding out about each other. we decided we were going bowling. The girls directed us to this bowling alley. Had a great time. You know, no pressure, nothing, just having a good time. Somewhere in the middle of this, these two guys come up behind where we're bowling. One of them's yelling, "Hey, Allison." She's looking and she's like, "Don't mind those guys. What a bunch of jerks." The whole 9 yards. We didn't think anything of it. Finished up bowling, and my friend was thirsty and wanted a soda. Allison said she had to take a leak. So I said, "You guys go and get soda and I'll walk Allison to the bathrooms and wait for her." We get over the bathrooms and Allison goes in. I'm hanging around. There was a pinball arcade there, little room. Next thing I know, I get shoved up against the pinball machine. Got the coin slot stuck in my ass. My face pressed against the scoreboard of this thing. This guy in my face, kid, he was a guy at the time. "What are you doing with Allison?" Typical Barney Fife. I'm like, "Well, I'll tell you, you know, the thing is," and this guy's all in my face. Brr. I was preparing to have all my teeth knocked out. This crowd gathered. Embarrassing as hell. I see my friend coming. Comes up behind this guy. Literally picks him up off the floor with one hand. Looks at his friend and he says, "Is there trouble here, gentlemen?" Both of these guys start giving him crap. He started giving it back, and this thing was escalating, and I was ready to wet my pants. Allison comes out of the bathroom. She starts on these two guys. Manager comes over. Basically threw us all out the door. And we start walking towards the car. We can hear these other two guys behind us, except it sounded like there were more than two of them now. In fact, they had picked up a couple of recruits. And they were talking about kicking our asses. We friggin' hopped in the car, locked the doors, got out of that parking lot as soon as we could. These guys were in hot pursuit. Got out on the main road and took off. Had to stop for a stoplight. Two of the guys get out of the car next to us. They're trying to open our doors. They're pounding on the car. They chased us a few miles. We finally ditched them. Dropped the girls off, and that was the end of that night. So that's my story to you, buddy. Sometimes things just don't work in your favor. I want to thank everybody for watching. Have a great weekend.